Yeah, I
You
was
were
just saying,
saying
let me
something?
put the camera on because it was off. Are you not hearing me?
Oh no, I was just connecting my earphones.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Just saying hello. Just saying hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
the blinking little mouse woke me up. I put him outside or her outside. I was just thinking, I don't know why I always call him a him. It could be a her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
50%
could be.
chance, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless the mouse, the males do the foraging and the females stay behind. I don't know, but I imagine they both do.
Mm-hmm.
It's uncommon. So for just one,
So,
the males only to do the foraging. Not unheard of, but usually both. In
so
animals in
finally,
general.
finally, you got rid of it.
Well, where there's one, there's usually more. So I got rid of a
Oh.
mouse. I don't know if I got rid of all
Oh.
of them. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
see. But at least I have a way to catch them because I have actual regular mouse traps, but they don't work. I just end up feeding them. So this catches them alive, and then I go and put them out, which I prefer. So um, yeah, I mean it takes a bit of manual intervention from me because I
Mm-hmm.
just have a metal waste paper basket. Let's see, it's about that big.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, and then it's
Mm.
round about this way, and so I just put a tray on it, leaving just a little slit open, and because I have it
Okay.
lined with a plastic shopping bag, it makes it easy to throw the garbage out. Um,
Mm.
just take the whole bag and throw it. But when they
Yes.
go in
Yes.
there, though, if I put something in there that they want, I hear them. They make quite a noise inside the plastic, which is quite amazing.
Mm.
So then I hear them, and then I have a golf club over here, and I can just, and I hear them. Well, if I move, then they tend to run away. But if I'm silent enough, then I just, the trays it only leaves a little sliver on the one end open. Then I just push the tray to cover the whole thing, just that little bit.
Mm.
So and I trap it in there. So yeah. Oh,
It's good.
very effective trap. Because of the noise. Otherwise there'd be no chance really to get them. Because you won't know. But they can be very noisy. It's quite amazing.
But from your eyes, I can see that you need more sleep.
Oh,
Why?
really? You can see on my eyes today. I feel okay
Yeah.
now. Earlier, I was very sleepy and tired, but right now I'm quite awake. So I feel good right
But
now.
it looks like.
Let me see.
Mm, yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can tell. Interesting. Interesting. Oh well, is what it is. Is what it is. What can I
Okay.
tell you?
Okay. What was the other interesting thing other than mouse and
Oh well, the mouse wasn't actually one of them. So
mm,
we got a workshop booking, and
mm.
it is literally for the very last minute. um,
Ah.
well, in the sense that I I I only set the schedule to be until the 29th was the last day. Leaving the 30th and the 31st. So we move and that so that they're free. So on
Mm,
the schedule, on Airbnb for the workshop, I just said that as the last day, the 29th, and then
mm,
the different times they can do, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. So the
mm,
person booked for 7 o'clock, which is also unusual, actually, or fairly unusual, uncommon at any rate. We seldom get them for 7 o'clock.
mm.
The least common time of all the different times. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty amazing. So that's a last minute booking, very last thing, literally last minute, something happening at the very last minute. So I thought that's kind of,
Wow.
and it's interesting also in this that we put the price up. It was 69 before, which it's considering what we do and what it is, it's like very cheap. But we did it so that we can get reviews because the reviews are very important and so on. Um, so we put it up to the price that we intended it to be, which is 199.
Hmm.
And so they booked at the 199 price. Now we put in there that they can bring a friend, so I don't know if it's one or two people.
Mm-hmm.
A friend for free. So we get 199, but they can come as two people. But if they come as one, it's still 199. And it's three people, and I guess it's the same.
Hmm.
So because there's no way to do a discounted thing in other way other than that. So just the way Airbnb has the experience is set up. So um, anyway, but regardless, it's at the 199, which is rather interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes.
so and then simultaneously, well, I didn't see the email. It actually came through day before yesterday. So I
Hmm.
missed it for some reason. I guess because I was just kind of tired and out of it yesterday. So
Mm-hmm.
so we got an email from somebody else. He pull this up here. Uh, that your weird music sounds like a carnival.
Yeah, it is a video playing on there.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
So the other one, the email came via Airbnb, but it didn't show up in my email, which normally, when people do that, it shows up in the email client as well,
Hmm.
but this one hasn't. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Uh, all right. Uh, so this person would have had to message through Airbnb directly because this is in the Airbnb, on the our access to the thing, where you can adjust the booking and all that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm trying to do here. Hang on a bit. I went there and I forgot why I went there. Okay. So he says, Olivia, because it's under Olivia's name. I see
Okay.
you are offering health and wellness experiences on Airbnb. And he puts it all caps, the Airbnb, which is interesting. I thought you or
Mm-hmm.
someone might want to join me. We are preparing to launch a members only club that gives access to curated experiences and community for a badass life. Don't really care for that part, but it's common enough expression.
Mm-hmm.
It just means radical, I guess, or elevated.
Mm-hmm.
We're recruiting people like yourself to offer things like experiences, adventures, masterclasses, coaching, training, events, etc. If you're interested in being in front of an active audience looking for great things to do, please message me so we can talk about how you can get involved. Thanks. So I just saw this when I woke up earlier. Um, so I'll talk to Olivia about this and we'll respond later. So, uh,
Hmm.
so that's kind of interesting. And then, just, stuff starting to happen, which is interesting because not only this, but well, a couple of days earlier, somebody who had come for a workshop with us, she's going to be giving a workshop or holding but more like a little mini retreat. Well, actually, it is a retreat. It's just a full on actually, so that people can book the with bed and stay there included or not. At one of the retreat centers here in Sedona. So we are
Mm-hmm.
going to be doing one of the classes for her, and I spoke to her a long time about this. For me, long time, a month or so back
Mm-hmm.
already. And I don't even remember what the price was that but it's she's paying us as part of her thing. So I gave her a discounted rate, obviously. So so that she can make some on it too, because it's part of her bigger package. But that's fine. I mean, that's how the things work. But anyway, so we're doing that on the 15th to the 20th. I don't know if we doing it every day or just
Mm-hmm.
once I think it's a 4-day thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll chat to her closer to the time.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, of all the people that have come, it's something that actually came out of a connectivity from somebody, which is kind of cool. Uh, I guess
Wow.
all the people, they're not that many. I don't know in total. I don't think it's more than 50. different bookings, in the course of the year, something like that. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
not a wild amount, so it's not a huge sample size. But anyway, it is at least from one person something did come, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? So that's and it's coming now, which is interesting. And I thought that date and time, it's after January 15. It just seemed significant. Um, yeah,
January 15th.
yeah. Well, January 15th, you said that's the apex of Pluto
Yes,
and Saturn,
yes,
right?
yes,
So, see,
yes.
I remember stuff like this, Beena. When it's important, I remember. When it's not important, I
Hmm.
don't remember.
No, just
But
say it
that
again what you were saying.
Oh, I
I
was just
was just
saying I
thinking something.
remember that date because it's
No, no,
significant.
no. Before that. Before that.
Well, I just thought it was significant that it is on January the 15th. That's all I said. That it's January 15th to the 20th. That it's come at the time just after the 15th. In other words, that's kind of a crux time for things to shift. So I can only imagine that more will come out of that in some way, you know. Uh,
Huge, 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 huge deals will come out of
Yeah,
that.
exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. All right, we're just going to be doing the workshop at the retreat.
Hmm.
We do it here in our home, but if it goes well, which I'm assuming it will, it's always been really amazing. In terms of the people, just in general, if they, well, pretty much everybody comes out of it in a very strong way. Um,
Hmm.
with something powerful. But they're definitely depending on where the people's intent is, obviously, and what they're looking to get out of it. Um, that they get more depending on what they're up to, and where their intent is, I should say.
Hmm.
So anyway, this is it. Just opens up the door to possibilities because here's somebody who hadn't done this before, um,
Hmm.
who is fairly new in the life coaching, and I think she kind of left the previous thing. I can't remember the details exactly, but I know it's fairly newish to her. It's a new business, and she's been at it just this year, I believe, and she's looking to do more out of it, and so. It's just, and she's not here in Sedona. She's from somewhere else completely. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, other end of the country. So yeah,
Wow.
but again, if you're somebody who likes what we do, and well, she does like what we do, but in all likelihood, what will happen is let me put it this way. It makes more sense. In all
Hmm.
likelihood, what will happen is from positive experience with the participants that
Hmm.
she'll do more, and especially if you got some testimonials and stuff like that, it's very powerful. And then it we can host more of these, and do them regularly, which will then be a source of income, so we just have to survive and somehow hang in there. Things are starting to happen. So, but that's the way it is. You see, last minute stuff, you got to just trust and, and keep
Hmm.
going. It's pretty wild. Now,
It is
have
interesting.
courage.
It is
Have
really
courage.
interesting.
Say that again.
It is really interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
And,
very interesting. It's very interesting.
and
And
also because that we are in eclipse phase. We already
yeah,
are.
eclipses on Christmas. You said, yeah,
Yes, on 26th. So we are in that
or on
phase
Boxing
because
Day. Okay.
it started affecting from a few days back. So we are in that phase. Let me check.
Right. You guys celebrate Boxing Day there also, or no? The day after Christmas. Is it called Boxing Day?
No, I
No.
don't know about that.
Oh, it's an English thing, British thing that um,
Hmm.
they had. It was an official holiday in South Africa. It was
Hmm.
pretty powerful because it made for a long weekend over Christmas, and then where we were, um,
Yeah.
in that province, Cape Province. used to be the second New Year was also a public holiday because they used to have festivals there, or I assume still do. Uh, so
Mm-hmm.
so the 2nd of January was also a public holiday. So you had, back
Oh,
to back extra long weekends. 4 day long weekends usually. Or so yeah, it was a big deal. And then the 16th of December was a public holiday too. So people would take their vacations that time. Their 2 weeks or whatever, and it would make it into 3 weeks. So uh,
wow.
yeah, it was very powerful. Because of the extra holidays. Because you just
Yes.
count the days in between the work days. So it's very powerful. You gained all that extra time. So yeah, yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
Okay. Yes,
But I
it is
just
an
thought that,
interesting tool.
and also, I just want to put this
Yeah.
out there because it's very important just to add the intent
Oh, yes, please,
that
please.
um, that this person who's coming on this very last day,
Yes.
because of the timing and the way it's come about and the fact that they're paying that price and so on, this is going to be significant. I am there's going to
Yes.
be something involved with that too. So again, I don't know
Yes.
if they're coming alone or not, but either way, it makes no difference.
It makes
So
a
so
difference.
this is there's a lot going on. It's very powerful. Especially in conjunction with this offer to do something, which I don't, it's not, that's not personal to us.
Hmm.
Just from the style of that Walker, who said to connect, just from the style of the email, he's sending it out to
Yeah.
people in general. But it doesn't
Yes.
matter. It is an invitation to do more, and we've been at this for the whole year, and, people could have done this at any time, because
Yes.
you can go, and it's somewhat surprising that we haven't had before now, we haven't had
Mm-hmm.
more, um,
Hmm.
invitations. But
Hmm.
anyway, so we'll see. It's very interesting to see. I mean, just when you add up all of this, and not just that we'll
Yeah.
see, but I know there is significance to it. So it's exciting in when you put it all together.
Hmm.
Right at the very last minute, literally that this person could book, and it's a she. Because I don't have, I took down um, all the bookings, the calendar dates, after that, because
Hmm.
I don't know, so we can't have them up, because
Yeah.
to cancel in Airbnb is just a no-no, a very big no-no. So anyway,
Hmm.
so they couldn't book any other time, um,
Hmm.
so this is quite exciting. So they booked at the very very last minute, and then if you add in, the January 15 to 20, us doing that workshop, doing our workshop within the retreat, I should say, not a workshop, a retreat. We're a
Yeah.
workshop at this. Her name is Erica.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in Erica's retreat, we're doing a workshop in the retreat, and then this other offer for more. So,
Hmm.
we'll see it. And of course, everything will be different next year, paradigm shifts and all that.
Oh,
So,
yes. Yes.
so we'll see what comes.
Okay.
At
Yeah.
least I just want to say, see what comes. That leaves things a little bit nebulous. Stuff is coming. That's what I'm trying
Hmm.
to say. There is a more um, that
Yeah.
that's occurring.
This is
So,
something.
so this
If
is
I'm
this is
if I'm
pretty
pronouncing it
exciting.
right, if I'm pronouncing it right, it is something seminal.
It's something, Hubert Soft.
Seminal.
Synonym?
Yeah. No. Okay.
Synonymous? No, I don't
No.
know.
Let me write. Let me write. Right. Okay. Because I'm using this
Synchronous?
one. Yeah.
Synonym is a similar word, so I'm not sure you're meaning synonym. It's what I'm hearing you saying, but I don't think it's what you mean exactly.
Look at the chat.
All
I'm
right,
actually doing something.
moment.
So
Let's see.
okay. So
All right, let's see what Beena is sharing with me. Oh, seminal. Ah, nice word, Beena. Yes,
Yes.
yes, seminal. That's a great word. Oh, I like that. I like the vocabulary practice. Magical. Love it. I love it. How did you say it?
And seminal. I was saying same, but
Yeah,
it was.
seminal. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yes, sometimes Zoom makes it. Okay.
yeah.
Here's the
It
thing.
cuts it out.
Uh, I was actually doing something. I don't know. It is just uh, intent, nothing more than that. That when I asked you that can I use the word uh, post beta tester of way of impeccability, and you said, oh yes, why not? My intent was to to connect energy with this course, with this way of impeccability.
Ah, nice.
And it happens when you actually start giving. I know that my post, people were liking my post before more. Now they are just reading more
Mm.
instead of liking, and it doesn't affect anything that more than just okay, yes, uh, that yes, um, they are reading all these things, but they are not liking. It means they are thinking about that. They are thinking about that. So it is more than just having more likes. uh, when I start doing that, it was my intent to to make things alive and keep things alive, not make things but keep things alive, and give more energy, more vibrant feeling to that. And I was just waiting for something to happen. But yes, it needs to be. It needs to be something. It needs to be like now. And today, you just gave me something really amazing. This news that yes, it is really significant that they, the person or who booked the workshop and last moments, it was like
Yeah,
they
literally the
actually
very last possible, moment or
available,
they can book it.
the last
Right, last
available.
available. Correct. Right.
And it is really significant that and very interesting also that they
Yeah.
use that last available
Right.
moment. And it
Bina,
shows
excuse me
that.
one moment. Olivia needs me.
Yeah.
Can you just hold one
Okay.
second?
Yes, please.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Bina. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to pause things because Olivia sold the futon, or one of the futons, to somebody, and they're yet to pick it up. So I'll just put this on pause and.
Say wow and magical for this, but I said
Right.
wow and magical for that God told him to be a preacher.
Ah, right. But that was known before, actually. That's how we started. He told about the dream. He had very profound, very specific dreams.
Hmm. But okay, I don't know about that. But he's going to Italy now, and he will be there. For me, it is like a bit preemptive that okay, I'm going there and I will be there, and moving to another country with the family. Okay, it's good. I know that they have some plans. Okay, all good for him, I hope. And I
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
respond to Donna. It was late because I was busy at that time. Alan was asking me about something which I really want to share with you, but you said, Beena, I have something more to say about that. So that's why I just hold it. And I was messaging Alan. I was actually helping my sister in her in she was doing something, and I was helping her, and I was
Which sister?
responding to Lubna.
All right.
And also I was I had all my cupboard and all my clothes down and from my cupboard because it is time for me to do the spring cleaning again.
Wow, wow. Oh, wow.
Yes. So that time when Donna texted me, there was a lot was happening that simultaneously,
Yeah,
and
I told her that you had stuff pending and that that you
yeah.
had stuff. So yeah.
And I said, thank you, Donna. She texted me, good morning, Beena. Liked your post this morning. And the picture, wow, all caps. And so much, all caps more on that picture. Love it. And she said, thank you. I said, thank you, Donna. I was busy in doing many things together. How it is possible that I will not respond to Donna? No. No, it is
Exactly,
impossible.
exactly. But Donna is a bit sensitive. I've noticed sometimes when it comes to things like that, she assumes that it's her, as a default, not that it's something else. So, but
Oh
anyway,
no, come on. It was just that a lot of things were
well, not just
happening.
with this, but I've seen it a couple times now. So
Huh? Oh yes.
yeah.
I still remember that day when she said, "Is she is still here?" Oh, every single time it happens. Whenever I see something,
Every single time, what happens?
she was assuming that and it was there because of coincidentally it was happening again and again for
Wow.
her. I don't remember that whenever she start going into very serious and a bit strong mood, and my network always just drop me out. So she says, "Oh, Pina, I just love you for that, but you always go, you avoid that."
That's
It
what I'm
was like
saying. She makes it a bit personal sometimes when it isn't.
it was okay. It might be her strong energy at the time. I don't know. My network always just throw me
Uh,
out of it.
that's interesting point and perspective. Yeah, it could be. You never know.
Who knows that? So
Yeah.
okay, I have interesting story to share with you, sir.
All
You
right.
need to
For
listen
some
it
reason,
now.
you're much softer today than usual. I don't know why. I've got the volume way up. I don't know what's going on. So we try
Okay, now.
even more. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, it's a little better, I guess, but still, that's interesting. I don't know why. It's kind of weird.
okay. Now,
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
but it is getting more loud in my ear when I'm doing raising my volume. So I don't know.
Okay. Don't make it comfortable for you. I'll
Okay.
adjust it. Yes, no problem.
Okay. Today I called Dr. Pirzada Qasim again.
All right. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, because and he picked that phone, and
Ah,
I said, "I'm Beena Siddiqui." He said, "Yes. How are you?" I said, "I'm good." And he said, "Okay, Beena. So what you do?" I said, "Sir, not like he was asking about some academic thing," and I said, "Yes, I am part of a group, self improvement, self growth." And
ah,
he said, "Oh, interesting. And what they do? What do you guys do?" And I said, "I am actually as a post beta tester, and I'm just doing this course and learning." And he said, "Oh, it's about spirituality and growth." And I said, "Yes." He says, "Oh, come on, just keep doing that because this is something really exciting." And then he said, "Oh, I saw your message, and I was just thinking that when to talk to you. I was just looking for a time." And I said, "So yeah, I'm at home, so you can call me whenever." He says, "No, I am also available for you. You can call me anytime. Feel free."
wow. 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 I love that. You see, that's
And
what I
he's
felt.
yeah,
This was
and
a
he said,
connectivity of the heart and soul. Anyway.
and also he said that he said something. Uh, you can call me anytime. I came to office around 9:30, and after that, I do usually have some meetings and going somewhere. This is all the stuff I need to do as a vice chancellor of a university, but it doesn't matter affect anything. You can call me anytime, and feel free
Wow.
to talk. And also, he
Wow.
said that it is really good that. If my thoughts even are not working for me, but it is working for someone, because I mentioned his poetry and asked him a question. So he said that
You
It
asked him
is
a question
good.
on the call?
No, not
Oh, you're talking
in the call
about the
that I
on
was
the wind
asking.
thing. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So he said it is really good that if someone is getting value out of my thoughts, so I'm happy for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's interesting that he says that. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's revealing in a way. Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. Very exciting,
I'm, I'm,
Beena. Very exciting.
I'm,
Very
I'm, I'm
exciting.
doing things.
And the key is that it's about being friends with Kasim.
Hmm.
The
Yes.
same way you are friends
Exactly.
with me and with Alan. Same thing.
Exactly.
This is what
Exactly.
he made it very clear. This is what he's where he's at. Yeah,
Yes.
very
Exactly.
clear, very clear.
And yes, and he said that, and I was like, really? And he said, okay. I mentioned because
Right, right.
you were telling me that Beena just go there as a spirit warrior, and Beena is
Yes,
spirit
yes,
warrior,
and it's time to
and
update your self-conception. You remember, this is what I said then, right in the first thing. When he said
yes,
that, the first thing that came to me, that came up, and it was very prominent, was said, Beena, it's time for you to update your self-conception and to move
yes,
out of where you thought you were and where
yes,
it was appropriate to be, into a whole different realm. And the question
yes,
to ask him specifically on that was, at what point did he
yes,
update his self-conception? Yes?
yes,
Did you
yes,
ask him
and
or not yet?
no, it was a brief call because this was the first time we were communicating,
Right.
so it was not appropriate to start just stretching the
Right.
conversation
Yeah,
on the
but it
first
is
call.
actually, now that he said this, from now on, you can just jump in with anything. You can call him
Yes,
and say,
yes,
I've been thinking about this ever since we connected. This has been on
yes.
my mind, and then you just go from there and you get right into the
So,
type of conversation that we have. You skip all the other stuff. You don't want to get into the usual thing. Are your kids, are your family, are you, and all of that.
no, come on. I don't know about anything about that. I,
Right.
I
Well, your
actually don't
work
have
or whatever, the usual small talk stuff. You just want to go right into
no.
the power stuff.
That's why I mentioned that because it was a brief call just to make a connectivity, just to start the connectivity actually.
Right, right.
So I just mentioned that I am part of this group and I am there as opposed to beta tester, and it's all about self improvement, self growth. It's about spirituality and philosophy. So he said, "Oh, it's really good because I really want to mention that." Now he know from where I will ask questions. See?
Uh, yeah, no, it's very exciting, Bina. It's very exciting.
Okay. So now I'm going to have my dinner, and I'll be back for a few minutes again.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant,
Okay.
brilliant, brilliant.
Okay.
Yes, either that or just go sleep early.
Oh, I will see if it is appropriate. I will see because I am also a bit tired because I was doing a lot
Yeah,
of stuff
yeah.
today.
Because if you can get to sleep
That
at
was
10 o'clock, then that will be very good for the time with Bina. If you can go ten
Donna.
o'clock, wake up at 6 o'clock, and we can get together with Donna at like 6 o'clock. That will give us an hour, hour and a half.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because Donna's available till about 7:30 your time.
Okay.
So six round there is a good time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to make it sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So bye
Perfect.
for now.
All right. Okay. See you later. Bye bye.